give God the glory. His people have rallied, and you are a strong people. We serve a living God who knows exactly where each and every one of us is at.
Well, Kim Davis says the love of God got her out of jail. Hillary wants you to love her. And there are plenty of people who have no love for a settlement deal over the violence that tore Baltimore apart. Let's show the love going around the dial. Wind up at WHK 1420, The Answer in Cleveland, Ohio, where he holds court 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time every weekday. Bob Frantz is back in the house. Bob, I know that you, the kind of person that you are, the really straightforward guy that you are, always seeing both sides, I know that you actually have love in your heart for Hillary Clinton at this point, and you, unlike anybody else, will trust and love and know that she's a different person. How am I doing so far, Bob? Quick, stop me before I hurt myself, will you, please?
You're going to make me sick is what you're going to do. You're going to make me sick. I'm going to throw up on live television if you keep that up. And you know what the funny part about this is? On cue, literally, as the campaign announced yesterday that she was going to show, they wanted her to show more humor and more heart. On cue, she starts crying crocodile tears about how she misses dear old mom. Now, I have no doubt that she misses her mom. Everybody would. But for goodness sake, suddenly, literally within hours of saying, we're going to show you a different Hillary, one with heart, she's crying during an interview that's going to be televised. The woman is as fraudulent as anything that I can imagine. There are words I cannot say on Newsmax TV.
All right, I am so glad that you stopped me before I was going to continue myself, because I, too, was going to fall violently ill. I'm so glad that we did not do it in unison. Let's talk about love, and let's also talk about the Kim Davis case. Kim Davis says God got her out of jail. Mike Huckabee is standing there saying that that is exactly the case. We need to make sure that we don't always follow the laws. Now, here is Franklin Graham, the evangelist, the son of Billy Graham, condemning Donald Trump and the Supreme Court, saying they are flat out wrong about gay marriage, saying just because something is made into a law doesn't make it right. Come on, Bob, where do we start to draw the line here?
Well, I mean, look, there are a lot of laws that people don't agree with, and here's the problem I have in Miss Davis's situation. She didn't take that job as clerk of courts in that county in Kentucky after the law allowing gay marriage was passed by the Supreme. By the way, doesn't that sound strange to you, Ed? The law was passed by the Supreme Court. It was literally, they're in the wrong branch. They're in the wrong branch of government. They're not supposed to make law. They're supposed to interpret law. They have decided that there's something in the Constitution that isn't there that provides everyone with the right to marry whomever they want, no matter the gender. Having said that, though, she didn't take this job after that, knowing this is what she would have to do, and now she doesn't want to do it. She was a clerk of courts before that law was passed. She was perfectly happy issuing marriage licenses under, the traditional definition of marriage in Christianity and in almost every other faith. In fact, I believe every other faith, which is one man and one woman. So this was kind of thrust upon her. And being a born-again Christian, obviously we know about her situation with previous marriages. And this is one of the things that, of course, she turned away from when she found God. It was awfully difficult to ask her to turn away from her newfound faith and do something that she just felt wasn't right.
All right, 60 seconds left. Baltimore has okayed a $6.5 million settlement to the Freddie Gray family. They're saying they are avoiding years of litigation, but the cops union has gone crazy, saying, wait a minute, the 6 accused cops have not been found guilty of anything yet. Why are you giving them money?
Yeah, that's exactly right. First of all, there hasn't even been a lawsuit filed by the Gray family yet, and they're giving them $6.4 million, which is about $6.2 million more than they've given anybody else in a wrongful death or any other lawsuit settlement against the city. But most importantly, Ed, what they have done is condemn these cops to not being able to get a fair trial under any definition of the word, because every potential juror within the city of Baltimore city limits now has been told by the city that we think these guys are guilty, so much so that we're paying a settlement to the family of this guy. So they're guilty. We're paying the price for it. By the way, when they're on trial, you make sure they pay the price for it. They cannot get a fair trial now. Gross negligence, once again, by Mayor Stephanie Rioting Blake. And that's what I call her.
She's the one who said this bears no judgment on the guilt or innocence of the 6 officers. But, Bob, I think the cops union and you and so many other people would tend to disagree. Reminder once again, don't forget, catch Bob Frantz at WHK 1420, The Answer in Cleveland. That's where he is, and he joins us here on the Hardline. Bob, always a pleasure, my friend. Take care of yourself.
Always a pleasure to be here. Thanks.
All right, buddy. The future of one of the strongest unions in American history, and whether unions are the answer for an America seeking jobs. Teamsters boss James Hoffa is next, right here on the Hardline.